Hello, guys. The coin here once again. I'm back with some economic news, but before I talk about the economic news, we have some news coming from New York City in the United States. This was actually enforced yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So New York City will set up checkpoints to enforce quarantine for travelers. So New York City will set up checkpoints at entry points to the city and fine travelers from states with high coronavirus infection rates and order them to quarantine for 2 weeks, officials said on Wednesday. So this is it. It's up to you if you find this a good thing or a bad thing. It's once again, man. The world is, especially the United States, is moving to totalitarianism, man. So now they're asking for papers. You know, anyone remember World War II? I guess not, but that's what's going on. Whether you agree with it or not, I think it's just fucking ridiculous. You know, taking into consideration that there is no pandemic going on, but people still believe this crap. But whatever, man. Look. I can only talk about it so much, but let's forget about this crap. Of course, it's bad for the New Yorkers and for the travelers, man, because now they it will be hard, and they will be enforcing this all over the United States. Um, in Europe, if we take a look at what is going on, um, with the news that they're saying that the cases are growing worldwide. So this is according to the Financial Times. Here, the next virus pandemic is not far away. They have been promoting this for about a week or more. How the pandemic might play out in 2021 and beyond. Employers are discriminating against mothers during the coronavirus pandemic. Profiles of the new poor due to the COVID-19 pandemic world. Well, it's not because of the COVID-19. It is because of the measures that all of the countries have been taking. Where the pandemic is only getting worse, the pandemic is undermining visually impaired people, independence. So I know that cases here in Europe are actually growing. So let me check coronavirus news. France records a 2-month high in cases. That's what I was talking about. Canada Zoo struggles to return pandas to China. Bank boss backs furlough and London Marathon elite only. I don't know what this is about. Serco defense test and trace despite low contact rate. This is once again they're pushing the tracing. Welcome back to Germany. Now take your free coronavirus test. Los Angeles to shut off water and power to party houses. Right. That's look. This is incredible. Los Angeles to shut off water and power to party houses. It's fucking incredible, man. What's going on, man? It's just completely freaking incredible. Safety concerns halt use of 50 million NHS masks. Even as asymptomatic people carry the coronavirus high amounts. Right. Dr. Fauci said doctors have been harassed. I wonder why. But yeah, so this was a part of the news. Let's just go back to what is actually going on in the markets today. So taking a look at the markets here. Taking a look at the markets, we are seeing that the Dow Jones and the stock market continues to push higher. Gold actually hit all-time highs yesterday. Let me put on the commodities in here. So gold is at 2062.90 at the moment. Silver is at 28.90 and 913 as well. So commodities are rising while the stock market is rising, while the dollar is devaluating. And yeah, man, this is just complete insanity what is actually going on in the markets. So let's go to the news now here. Let's go to the news to check out what is actually going on here. So let's take a look at what happened today. So U.S. weekly jobless claims totals 1.186 million. Lowest level lowest level of the coronavirus pandemic. They're downplaying this shit. The matter of the fact is that 1.186 more million more people are jobless in the United States, and this trend is not, it's not only in the United States. New fillings for unemployment benefits last week total 1.1886. Wall Street had been expecting more than 1.4. So basically, the stock market, they're actually saying that the justification is that the stock market is actually higher because the expectations were lower than expected. Look, come on, this is like I said, this is just incredible here. In another positive sign, continuing claims or those who have collected benefits for 2 straight weeks dropped by 844,000, but was still at 16.1. Once again, the stock market is ignoring what is going on. What is going on in the real economy? I'm not just saying that it's only the United States stock market. It's all over the world. So now that we covered the unemployment data that came out today, let's take a look at what is actually happening worldwide as well. And once again, I'm using the source of the Portuguese news here because they cover a lot of stuff. They cover a lot of stuff. So let me just dive into it. I already put the translator here, so everything shows up in English. So let us check what is going on. Let us just go since the beginning here, what they're saying here. So here in Portugal, companies can from today ask for support for the resumption of activity. Yay. EU allocates 5.25 million euros to Saint-Domingue Prince for water and sanitation programs. Look, I get it. But the Saint-Domingue Prince is not part of the EU, man. I do understand, for water sanitation. But what about Europe, man? Whatever, man. It's like I said, everything it continues to go insane. So here in Portugal, average gross monthly remuneration rises 1.6% in the second quarter, but layoff penalizes salaries. Gold records historic highs, and investors seek it to face off economic uncertainty. Mercado da Ribeira traders face difficulties due to lack of customers. This is in the north of the country. Lisbon Stock Exchange opens down 0.38%, which was nothing. It will open up higher if it closed on the negative because of the American stock market. It will open higher tomorrow. So here is the important news. Toyota's quarterly profit falls 74% due to a drop in sales during the confinement. Once again, are the markets taking a look at these data? Of course not. They don't give a shit about what is really going on. Lufthansa announces losses of 3.6 billion euros in the first half of the year, I guess. Once again, Mercado de Ribeira. BNU in Macau with profits of BNU is a bank, profits of 26.9 million euros in the first semester, 20% less compared to 2019. Basically, Macau's biggest economic thrive is gambling, I guess, because of the confinement. They haven't been making as much money as well. So this is once again about New Bank and Bank of Portugal contradict each other. Once again, there's more scams going on, more scandals going on with the Bank of with the New Bank that is actually supposed to be a private bank, but for whatever reason, the government continues to inject money into it. But that's what's going on. Once again, bad news here in Portugal, and I don't believe this is just here. Restaurants Association warns of impending bankruptcy, about 40% in the country. Pandemic has put a million Portuguese into teleworking. Once again, stuff about Angola. 1 million euros, 1 billion euros, I guess, support for line for micro and small businesses available for today, right? Like this will do anything. They still have to buy. They still have to pay interest, China Three Borders pays 220 million euros and follows EDP's capital increase. This is the big power player here in Portugal. Let me see if I can find some relevant news here. But once again, this is about the tourism. So it looks like Portugal, the people here in Portugal are looking to the north of the country for tourism here. Let's see if I can find some more relevant news. So Portugal is going to present epidemiological report UK criteria. Once again, this is about the tourists of the UK that are not coming to Portugal because we are on the blacklist. We're not in the tourism route because we're being blackballed because of the cases and stuff like that. Hotel occupancy in July in the Algarve with a 60% drop compared to 2019. So like I said, guys, it's nothing is going good. CTT is a private company. It's actually the mail office. Goes from profit to losses of 2 million euros in the first semester. I don't know what moratórias is. This is a kind of a new language that we're implementing here in Portugal as well. I still don't know what moratórias is, but whatever. I guess it must be some kind of loans or stuff. I will figure it out later. New language coming on. First half debt close to the forecast for the whole year, says Uteo. I don't know what this is. This Uteo is. Must be a Portuguese. Must be a Portuguese institution or whatever. So we also had some accidents here going on with the train station or with the train rails here as well. So once again, more than 40% of companies in the catering companies have made insolvency proceedings. So Banco Internacional, Sierra Sonai companies invest 37 million euros in five supermarkets. So these are the big companies that didn't shut down with the lockdown, right? The essential companies. So they're They are swimming with money, man. They didn't have to shut down like the rest of the guys. So they are making money. And basically the rest of the news is just bullshit. Once again, there is no positive news. This is some coming from the worldwide. Oh, here it is. Gambling operator Wynn Macau registers losses of almost 300 million euros. Like I said, these people actually believe that the lockdown was actually beneficial to any world economy, and we're starting we're, we're starting to get the results here, and nothing is positive, guys. Nothing is positive. These problems are not going to get resolved, despite the Fed pumping money into the market. It will eventually crash. I guess the European Union and the European Central Bank are starting to the print presses now, so they're going into the same direction as the U.S. Once again, that will not resolve any problem whatsoever. The measures that are implemented in almost every country in the world won't do anything. They will continue to get things worse, because even the companies, most of the other companies, the non-essentials, right? They won't be able to make as much money as they did in the past because of the restraints. But whatever, people in the government and everything else don't give a shit about that. But once again, guys, we're on borrowed time. Everything is going to fall apart. I know that everybody is still thinking about the elections in November in the United States. Once again, I don't believe there will be elections whatsoever, because, like I said, the United States is already having checkpoints in New York for putting travelers into quarantine mode. We see cases, supposedly pandemic cases, rising all over the Europe as well. They're going to shut us down again. They're going to lock down. I don't know when it will happen. So once again, this will be another pretext for the elections not to happen in the United States, because Trump and the Democrats are already talking about voter fraud. Because of course they don't want people, because of the pandemic, they don't want people to go vote like they did in the past. They want people to stay at home and do the voting itself, but they can trust them. They can trust the system or whatever. So, like I said, guys, I don't believe there will be an election going on, because they will continue to expand the emergency state of emergency in the United States for another 6 months. So that will put Trump or the politics into check, because once again, people are talking about the left-right paradigm. Trump, no Trump. Trump is, look, forget about this stuff, man. Forget about Trump and the Democrats, or Democrats and Republicans. It's all the same shit, man. It's all the same shit. This is a dog and pony show. People who believe in politics are just fucking blind. The ones that believe in the left-right paradigm, they're there to do their jobs, and their jobs is to divide the population, to divide and conquer, like the dialectic narrative. The reaction. What is it? Damn, I forgot it. Reaction. Damn, I can't remember. Can't remember how it's been said. But maybe I can. Dialectic. Yeah. How it's called. Yeah, I guess this is it. The Hegelian dialect, usually presented in a threefold manner, was stated by Heinrich Moritz as compromising three dialectical stages of development of thesis, giving rise to its reaction and antithesis, which contradicts or negates the thesis, and the tension between the two being resolved. No, points of views. This is not quite what I wanted to go to, but I can't remember what the. It's kind of reaction solution, or create the problem and then come up with a solution. It's something like that. But that really doesn't matter anyway. So, well, I guess I'm done for the stream. You know, I guess since my last strike, nobody's watching. But once again, I'm not doing this for the views. I'm just, trying to tell everybody what is going on here, even if I'm shadow banned, because I believe I am. But once again, I don't give a shit about what's going on in that regard. So I will continue to do this as long as I can, and hopefully someone finds this information useful. If not, whatever, man. Maybe this will not be around, because I know that my account, this account is has its numbers counted, but I don't give a damn. So I'm the coin, and I'm out.